They were evicted from the Marina Pointe apartments in Marina Del Rey after Adam was born. Last September, their eviction was upheld by the 2nd District Court of Appeals. Today, they challenged that decision, and News Center 4's Robin Groth has a report.
Just before 9 this morning, 4.5-year-old Adam Wolfson entered the courtroom with his mother and father. Dressed up in a cardigan sweater and a knit necktie, Adam took in the court proceedings for about 20 minutes, then recessed to the hallway with his father while the justices considered the case. For more than an hour, 6 of the 7 justices on the state Supreme Court listened to and questioned the attorneys for both sides. The Wolfson's attorney, Gene Gratz, argued that under state law, all citizens are entitled to equal accommodations, and that also applies to children. He said the exclusion of children is a form of arbitrary discrimination, equal to that once applied to minority groups. Chief Justice Rose Bird was especially concerned that California might become a state where no one with a child could rent an apartment if a ban on children should be allowed under California law. But Richard Hamlin, attorney for Marina Pointe Apartments, said he couldn't imagine the ban leading to such an extreme. After the case was heard, Hamlin, a father of 3 children himself, insisted that landlords have the right to exclude from their apartment buildings families with children who might disturb the peace of other tenants.
Families with children use apartments differently than adults. Children are, for example, an infant. When an infant is hungry, he or she will cry. And a child of 3 or 4 years old wants to go around and explore and make mischief. And this is not bad. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the child. What it means is that he's being a child. But children use apartments harder than adults do.
What Mr. Hamlin's clients and Mr. Hamlin's constituency think of Adam and say of Adam, children are dirty, they're noisy, they lower property values, and my other tenants don't want to live with them. That's exactly the same thing that has been said over and over about every minority, every group that has had to fight for civil rights. It's the same fight.
Throughout the case, Lois and Stephen Wolfson have contended the arguments to exclude children from apartment buildings are nonsense.
I think that the evils that have gone on under the name of child discrimination, it reflects, in my eyes, it reflects almost an anti-child attitude that is developed. The views that I've heard expressed about children, about their lack of sensitivity, their lack of discretion, I think that those views are really harmful to children, harmful to families.
The state Supreme Court has 90 days to make a decision in this case. The Wolfsons say if the court does not rule in their favor and the favor of other families with children in the state of California, they will take their case to the U.S. Supreme Court. In the Wilshire District, Robin Groth, News Center 4.